Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, you read it right.
I just want to say happy Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's finally Friday.
So hopefully you've had an awesome week, okay?
Okay?
We've had an awesome week, but boy, I tell you what, yesterday was a deal. So, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it because, I mean, whew. Okay. So yesterday, it was kind of just whatever kind of day, and you know, my back, if you've been watching, my back's been bothering me. So we wasn't even going to do a video yesterday because there was no sense in, you know, bringing another whatever to you guys. So we just chose not to. So, but anyways, we go up to the store to grab it. We had some beans and cornbread to eat. So we was going to eat some beans and cornbread. So we thought, well, let's go up here to the store. And, you know, they sell some chicken strips and stuff like that and get, you know, a few of those to go with the beans and cornbread. Okay? Come back and do that. But no. So we go up to the store, which we go to a lot, you know, because it's in our area. So we frequent that store a lot, Dorosset Market. And so most of the time, you know, Cynthia sits in the truck with Denver.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. And it's kind of sketchy around there sometimes. So a lot of times, you know, I mean, I leave the truck running, obviously. And it was chilly, so I had the heater on. So I'll usually lock the door and I'll be back. So I go inside to get them to get, you know, fix what we're going to get and whatever. And then all of a sudden, I notice while I'm in there talking to the people that work there, you know, Cynthia's right here beside me. And I'm like, she's like, well, do you want to tell your story from it?
Yeah.
Because we didn't get any footage of this, and you'll soon, in a few minutes,
I was scared.
A few minutes, find out why we didn't have any footage of this.
So I seen this woman struggling, and she had cold drinks. I mean, a whole bunch of them or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was rolling that in, and she had tripped, and I saw it, and I immediately got out of the vehicle, not thinking that it would lock or whatever, but got out of the vehicle. I felt so good at helping this lady. Okay. And so we decided we were going to call.
Well, first, wait, don't jump.
Which one was it?
You opened up the door for the lady.
Okay, I opened up the door for the lady. And then I went to the vehicle. And I tried to, you know, get in the vehicle. And the door was locked. Both of the doors were locked.
Yeah.
Denver was inside the vehicle, panting and everything, and he don't like to be away from us. So that was, yeah. So after that, I go.
Yeah, and that's where I was saying she's right beside me in the store, and I'm like, and then she's like, I was helping this lady, you know, open the door, and the truck's locked. And I was like, and I mean, I don't know about y'all, but we only have one key. That's most of the time, that's all you get anymore, and for years, but one key. And I've locked the keys in the truck before, you know, and I've had to pry it up, but I was at home where I had something to be able to pry it open. Well, they didn't have nothing at the store. The people that delivering the Cokes and whatnot, that she opened the door for that lady, they didn't have anything. So, but they said, oh, wait, you can call 311 non-emergency and they'll come up here. They should, and unlock their truck for you. Yeah. So they handed me their phone, because our phone still in the truck with Bubba, locked up. So I called 311, boom, they answer, you know, and I tell them the situation, where we're at, you know, and all that. And they said, okay, we'll have a deputy be up there in just a few minutes.
It wasn't a few minutes.
It wasn't a few minutes. So, okay. And then, so we're waiting, and it's almost an hour wait that we're waiting outside, inside, back outside, you know, so they'd see us, you know. Well, Cynthia goes back in to call again, and they said, yeah, they're on their way. Should be there in, you know, a few more minutes now. Well, sure enough, 10, 15 minutes later, about an hour, like I said, went by at this point.
Yeah.
Truck's been running, Bubba's in there freaking out, wondering why we're standing outside and not coming to him. I mean, it was an ordeal, buddy, with just that. So finally the officers pull up in this county car. And, I'm not going to mention their names. I should, but I'm not. So as soon as they pull up, we're so glad to see them. I was like, oh my gosh, thank y'all. And as soon as the driver of the patrol car gets out, he goes to my back of the truck, radios in my license plate. Okay. We're still waiting for the truck to get unlocked. Mm-hmm. We're citizens of this county, calls the cops. They protect and serve the county. They serve us. So that's what we're expecting. Easy deal. Come unlock it. Boom, we're good. He gets out, radios in my license plate. Boom, boom, boom. Then he comes over here. This other cop, there's two cops. He comes over here and he says, can I see your license? And I didn't think nothing of it. I should have said, why you need to see my license? I need my truck unlocked. But anyways, I handed my license. He checked it. Few seconds, minute, maybe a minute later, comes back, hands it to me. Oh, yeah. Do you happen to have, your license, Cynthia? She's like, yeah. Hand him. And so, like I said, once again, we're not thinking at the point then of why they're wanting to see our license and all this, that, and other. We just need the door unlocked. Minutes went by. Several minutes.
Yeah.
Several minutes went by. Finally, before this guy even gets the thing out, to pry it open and put the little thing and pump it up, where it opens it up enough, this other cop sitting in the cop car that's running their license and license plate and all that, he says, oh, she's got a warrant.
Scared the out of me, y'all.
Cynthia,
I was so freaking scared.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Rushed all over.
I was shaking.
I said, she's got a warrant. Yeah, there's like, hold on a minute. So literally, and at that time, he finally hit the window button, and it rolled down the window. Was able to unlock the truck, pet on Bubba, let him know, okay, it's okay. We turned the heater off because it was warm in there. Anyways, so we waited, like I said, nearly about an hour for them to even arrive. And then after they arrived and done all this is 15, 20 minutes after the fact.
You go and get gas.
Well, I ain't got there yet. First, she gets in the truck, I get in the truck, because they say, yeah, she's all right. And then it was like they didn't go nowhere, and I'm sitting there looking.
Didn't they say if we need?
And then then the one cop that run the license and all that, he was like, she's good.
He was laughing,
and I was like, she's good. You sure? And then this other cop that was driving, he said, well, if something comes up, yeah, they were laughing. If something comes up, we'll just pull you over.
I was so freaking scared.
I was like, something comes up, pull me out. What
are we doing?
What is this? What is this?
I mean, are they really allowed to do that?
And this was a warrant from like years ago, over 15 years ago or something like that, from Smithville, DeKalb County.
That I never got.
Showing her old ex last name. Okay? Not Davis. So they pull out. I said, well, I got to get some gas now. He said, yeah, it runs so long. I said, yeah, I've got to get some gas. So he's back. They back out. And I didn't notice at first, but they backed out. And we was still like, God, this is crazy. So I back up and pull over there to the pumps to get some gas. Well, we noticed that the cops that just done all that, they've went diagonally across the highway to this other abandoned store that once was open years ago, and they're sitting over there facing the highway like they're waiting on us.
I told Corey,
because that cop just said, if there's something comes up, we'll just pull you over.
I told him when it was he had to go in and pay for gas, and I told after that, he got in the vehicle, and I said, look over there.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are they?
I am scared. I don't know if they're going to pull me over, pull us over.
And we're still trying to figure out for what? A warrant for what? In DeKalb County for what? When?
Yeah.
And all this, that, and other. And of course, that should have been some questions asked while they were there. But you know what? I just didn't. You don't think about things like that. So I get the gas, get in the truck, and she's like, well, what are we doing? I said, well, we're just going to take off and go. I mean, I'm going to run the law. No.
I thought they were
And so I get out to the highway and take off towards home, And they sit there. They didn't pull out or nothing like that.
I was so scared, you guys. I was so scared because I told Corey, oh my gosh, they're going to follow us and pull us over.
Yeah, and then and she's like, I'm going to get took to jail. I was like, all we needed to do was our doors unlocked.
Yeah.
So we could go on about our business. Okay? We've told y'all on there that there's some shady stuff goes on up there in DeRosset and at that market sometimes.
Yeah.
And the cops know that. And matter of fact, remember whenever we rolled up on the fire that was burning in the woods? Some of y'all may not have seen that, but we was riding on this back road coming back home from going and looking at some property. And guess what? Lo and behold, see this vehicle turning around and jetting out of there. And look over here, and there's 3 or 4 different fires. Well, one of the cops that came yesterday was one of the cops that came that day.
And this cop, you guys.
I mean, I was just like.
They were laughing.
Yeah.
They were laughing. And something like that, it ain't funny.
It ain't funny. If you're a police officer, you got to realize you're working for us. You work for the public. You are to protect and you are to serve us. That was a servant call. I called for them to be a servant for us, to open up the car door or truck door. Did not expect that we was going to get the rundown. I mean, what'd they do? Profile us being at DeRosset? Oh, this is bad drug activity up here. We need to check and make sure they ain't got no warrants. I don't know, but I didn't think that was too cool, man.
How can you be a police officer? I respect police officers.
Yeah, I tell them all the time. I told them to, man, thank you for what you do. And thank you for, and then it was just like, I don't think they appreciate us. It's like, I know they deal with a lot of people that are disrespectful, unlawful of all different areas and ways. But guess what? That's what they have to do as an officer. They have to be able to determine who they're here and who's around them. And, but that was the big ordeal about that deal yesterday. And then we finally, like I said, pulled out. They didn't pull out behind us. We got back to yurt camp. Couldn't eat because we was tore up from the floor up. Just done a devotional. And the title of it was Fear or Faith Through Fear.
And we sat down and had just a great conversation. And
before we went. Yeah. And had, a daily devotional video on our, the Good News from Yurt Nation channel. And it was like, man, that was an attack on us to see how we would handle. And boy, it just really bothered us to the point where we were talking like this. And we thought, well, we're just going to tell them today what happened, our experience yesterday. And this is how we were yesterday. We wasn't just absolutely pissed off, slinging stuff and mad. No.
I had anxiety attack, panic attack. Had to lay down right here.
And then thinking, okay, are they going to pop up here and say, no, well, it's something coming, you're going to have to go in. I mean, you know what I mean? And it's like. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but it's a scary thing. Yeah. It's not right. It's not right. But.
Yeah.
We got through the day yesterday.
We got through it.
And, we thought, well, we got a good one to tell them today.
We were going to do it yesterday, but by the time we got, there was no way.
Yeah, by the time we got back here.
There was no way. And I thought to myself, why didn't I grab my camera or my phone? Why didn't I do that and do some recording?
It was locked in the truck. I just told them.
Oh, yeah.
It was locked in the truck with Bubba because
Yeah.
you got out and shut the door back.
I forgot about
And
that.
the phone was in there and all that. But anyways, yeah, that was the deal, and that's crazy. But anyways, there it is. Found out, and as far as I know,
Gosh. Oh, my Lord. I don't know.
okay.
We need to get one of those double bicycles.
I mean, she's like, well, heck, do we need to just go down there to the Justice Center and talk to the sheriff and say, hey, we want to make sure, everything clear here?
Yeah, because I don't, after
but,
that.
There's no sense of that because the minute,
We didn't want to start anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The minute those officers' names are mentioned, then they're going to get all swelled chest and stuff, and then probably start following us around. You know what I mean?
So sometimes, as hard as it is, it's like you got to let go of the bad situation.
Yeah.
And.
But it turned out good.
It turned, everything is fine. Everything's good.
Just kind of.
It's like when you think about it, it kind of gets a little more anxiety. But guess what, you guys? We made it through it.
That's right.
We made it through it.
Yeah. So there it is, guys. Happy Friday. Hopefully you've had an awesome week. Awesome Friday at this point when you watch this. And yeah. Okay. We're going to have a Saturday Night Live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Come on over. Hang out. Celebrating life. Loving on each other. Kicking up some dust. Okay. But we just had to give you all that. Fill you in. And what a crazy day yesterday was for us. But, man. I don't know. But we'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Peace out. Love you guys. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I just would love to. Hold on, I gotta start over. Okay, you guys, I beg everybody in the whole wide world to please never give up. You're so special. You're so worth, and you have a beautiful purpose.
I was waiting for you to spit it out. You got a purpose.
So they got a purpose.
Yeah.
So that being said, you guys,
they do.
We'll see you on the beautiful next one. Love you guys.
That's right. See y'all.